October 12th, 2024, Saturday. If I don't call my granddaughter in 2 more days and wish her a happy 5th birthday, boy, did she give me such a beautiful, beautiful 4-year-old talk, happy birthday. It was so beautiful. So beautiful that in October I saved it since my birthday and I play it over and over in a 4-year-old voice. Happy birthday to Grandma. Happy birthday to Grandma. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you. I love you. Oh, every time I'm down since August 2024 on the 15th day, I just go to my message and hear her blurt it out in her 4-year-old beautiful voice, and I feel better. So her birthday is October the 14th, 2024. She will be 5. So I must not forget. I don't usually forget. I'm just saying, I gotta give her a shout out, definitely. But the reason for this video is good news and bad news. I'll do the bad news first. The bad news is in 2 years' time, I done either broke or lost 4 phones, and each one I financed, and each one was probably $7, $8, $1,000 a piece for 24 months each. You paying like $20 a month. And all I know, I done racked up my phone to almost $300 a month, where everybody else I know pay $59.99, $69.99, $79.99 a month. I'm paying damn near $300 a month. I'm like, for what? And one lying motherfucker, he wants to speed in the car, medical transportation, accessoride. He's taking me to work. So you picked me up 4:30 in the morning because my shift has started at 6 or 7. But since no cars is on the road, you want to speed 99 miles. I got food in my hand. It spills over. It's water. I didn't pee in your car. It's not gravy. Yeah, the seat is wet, but it's water. And all of that, I lose my phone. I calls him, I'm on the road. Yeah, you on the road, but if that's my phone, you got to come all the way back to where I'm at and give it to me. I'm willing to pay a reward or something. I'm on the road. Okay, he's on the road. But you're going to pick up other people, they're going to grab the phone. Then when I call, when I think you off the road, why you fucked up my car? Sir, I'm sorry, but can I have my phone? The nigga don't give me back my phone. I was hurt. I was devastated. I was crushed. Okay. I didn't know, because I'm so old school, that you can get another phone, keep the same number, and get stuff out the cloud. I didn't know all of that. I thought I lost my phone, my contacts, my pictures, everything. Okay, I get another phone, and surprisingly, I get photos, I get contacts, and I'm happy again. And I get my same number, I'm happy. And that phone was so slippery. The way it's made is so slippery. It always, I didn't have a case for it. It always fell, always fell. It picked it up, work. Fall, pick it up, work. Fall, oh my God, the screen's gonna crack. They doing better with cracked screens, because I used to know people, their phones was working, but the screen was so shattered. I'm like, you do your phone like that? And then when you touch their phone and try to swipe to the side, you get a little cut in your fingertips. But they still was doing their phone. After 25, 35 damn falls, the phone finally breaks. It don't want to work anymore. I go back to T-Mobile. I'm like, look, I'm paying for the first phone that the driver didn't want to return with his lying ass. He gonna die speeding, but I ain't wishing it, I'm just saying. And now this phone broke. I said, I'm still paying for both of these phones. They gonna tell me you should have had insurance. No, that's another bill. That's another bill. But now I got to buy another phone, and I'm paying for those two phones. That's not in my life anymore. And because I'm arguing from my frustrations from the phone, what does the T-Mobile rep do with they lying ass? They could have gave me my shit through the cloud, and they didn't. Oh, we can't retrieve it. I gets the same number, I gets my photos, but I lose all of my contacts. And I know if I didn't come in the store beefing about, don't tell me I should have got insurance. No, I'm not paying for insurance. Why I got to keep. Fast forward, the bad news is a fourth phone. I lost in another car. All because I'm sharing the ride again, medical transportation, and the person is arguing with the driver. And I said, mind your business, go to sleep. I remember, as usual, got my bag and my food, and the car sways, and I sway, and I grabbed my food. I could have sworn I opened the plastic bag that had my food and sat my phone on top of my food. That's what I thought happened. So then I get to work and take my food out, heat it, eat it. But there was still stuff in the bag, condiments, napkins, forks. I just threw everything in the garbage, and I think I threw my phone in the garbage. You call it, it rings, 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 and nobody's picking up. And I really believe if them people wasn't arguing in the car, it wouldn't have distracted me, because I meant to text somebody, but since they was arguing back and forth, they would have messed me up from my thoughts and my text and type. I thought I put my phone away, but I took a nap. I get out the car, and I realize when I get to the job site, I lost the phone. I did not lose the phone at the job. I lost it. I don't know, but it's gone. So the bad news is I had to buy another phone. I didn't finance that one. I just paid in full. But I'm still paying for the other phones that's gone. The good news is that since this phone is brand new, and again, I lost all my contacts, but I did get my photos. T-Mobile cannot replace your contacts. So if you got some contacts, you better write that down in a phone book in case you lose their phone. They can get your stuff out the cloud, data, but they can't get your contacts. They're gonna tell me if we had your phone, we could transfer it. Duh, it's lost. This is what I'm saying. So the good news is that I'm on the new phone and it's allowing me to make a video. But it says I have 49 minutes and 2 seconds to do it. Because the other phone had so much space I used, when I pressed video to record, it only gave me like 8 minutes. So I gotta do the video real fast. Is my plan to be on here 49 minutes and 2 seconds? No. But what I wanna talk about real quick, I've had so many cats. And the thing was, just keep the mice out my house. I don't do mice very well. Keep the motherfuckers out my house. And the cats have done that. And all the apartments that I've lived in, they've done that. I grew up when rats, not mice, rats would live in my house, and we would have to keep the light on, and I just watched them in the middle of the night playing tag and playing with each other, but these niggas was huge. It was so sad and scary, but I still didn't have the heart to cry or even scream because my house was their motherfucking house. And that was it. To their credit, I ain't see them in the daytime. Them niggas was not around in the daytime. But as soon as everybody go to sleep, and moms had to keep the lights on, and I just would watch them. And I said I can't live with them, and I've had so many cats. Some of the stories was good. A lot of my cat stories is tragic. If people didn't like me, they took it out on my cat. Either kidnapped my cat, killed my cat. I go home, go to work, go to school, come back, the cat is missing. And I'm not able to save my cat. Another cat, let him go outside, gets ran over by cars. How many cats I had got ran over by cars and killed? Another cat said, oh, it's a beautiful day. And it was a beautiful day. And there was a yard next to the house. It had a fence, but he would go in the fence and he thought he was safe in the fence. And that's where he would take his naps in the beautiful weather. This is when you needed a balcony or a porch in your house, because a cat would have did the same thing on the balcony and the porch. But we had the yard next door with the fence or the gate. And on a beautiful, beautiful summer night, as he was resting next to the house in the yard, a pack of dogs with their sneaky motherfucking ass. I don't know if it was 4, 5, or 6 of them. It was more than 3. And he was in such a tranquil, beautiful sleep that he ain't even see it coming. And that's what's fucked up, when you're getting ready to die violently and you don't even know it's coming. And them dogs mauled, murdered, massacred. Was they that motherfucking hungry? They killed my cat. Oh my God. I cried, my kids cried. Oh my God. When the cars hit the cats in front of the house and we cried, like when the cat got kidnapped, because I was evicting my tenant for not paying rent. Like, I don't have a good job of saving my cats. Another tragedy about me and cats, I have never picked one up and held him. I might pet him, hold him. No, Raheem picked him up, put him on his face, took pictures. I never picked up the cat. It's something about a little scratch from their claw just gets to me. I want to like throw you down. I can say at least 10 cats I've owned, and not one of them I never picked up. I never picked them up. All I wanted to do, keep them goddamn rats and mice the fuck out my house. I'll give you milk, I'll give you water, I'll give you food, I might pet you. And when I say might, it's because I act like their hair is so dirty and I'm a germaphobe, and as soon as I touch you now I gotta wash my hands, and so I rarely touch you. My abusive children's father used to have the cat tied a rope around his neck and tied the end of the rope to the hallway closet door, and that was his life, on the chain, and he couldn't move. And you give him his food and he eat. I'm like, excuse me, what the fuck is you doing? He's scratching up the furniture. And he was scratching up the furniture, and I like my furniture, I do. I didn't want him scratching it up, but the answer wasn't imprisonment. And then every time when I wanted to free him, he was like, leave that nigga right there. And everybody walked past him to get to the bathroom, walked past him to get to the closet, walked past him to get to the bedroom. My cat was in bondage. I go around bragging today about me and my cat, me and my cat, me and my cat, like I'm the best cat lover, cat person in the world, and I am horrible taking care of cats. So when Robert Birch, my baby daddy, beat me for the last motherfucking time and got drunk sleep, I was scared to sneak out the house, because he can run faster than me. He would have caught me, but I took a chance. And when I got out the house and I called the police, and the police, he didn't even know I was gone. They came to the door, he was still in the house. They locked that ass up. And when they locked that ass up, I went to that cat and I took the rope. I took the rope off of her, and she was free to move around the house again. And because the abusive relationship was over, I went to my couch and I just boo-hooed and cried, because why, God, could I have had a man, the father of my children, be decent and loving to me and his children? Why couldn't I have a happy home to say, you know what, I am blessed. I got a black man that's healthy and not toxic and dysfunctional. So I cried because that wasn't the case. I cried because the relationship was over. And I cried because whatever I thought was going to happen was never going to be. But as I sat there, on that couch weeping, next thing I know, my cat came to me and started licking on me. You mean to tell me I helped keep you in bondage? And you turn around and comfort me? I was hooked ever since. That was the day I knew God's creatures was just as good as some humans. I didn't know that before. The cat comforted me. She knew I was in pain. But I walked past you for months and didn't free you. Cats are very smart. So I freed her, and any cat behind her, I didn't care if they scratched up my pretty furniture. You look at my house today, all the furniture is old, and people still come to my house and say, "Oh, you got a beautiful house." Even though it's a lot of old stuff in there. I got 27 minutes and this movie video is gonna expire. So the cat I got now is a motherfucking bully. Black Panther. She sat there and used to bully the other cat, fight her, and the other cat, so humble, so humble, so humble, just took that shit. In certain days, she said, not today, but they spent about 10 years together. And for 10 constant years, she was bullied. And I had to come between them. And she like, go ahead, bitch. I don't care if Samantha come between us. If you eat that wet food, you know I like wet. I'm going to eat yours and mine. And if you go in that bowl when Samantha's not around, I'm going to fuck you up. And when I saw her bullying, I would yell at her and everything. So about 3 years ago, the other cat, I didn't know she was sick. Rocky came to the house and said, "Ma, the cat is sick." I said, "What do you mean the cat is sick?" "Look at her, Ma, she got all this gook in her face." I'm thinking because she would run from the cat a lot, run up to the bed, and it's dusty under there, and the dust got in her face. I'm like, cats clean themselves. I ain't got to do it. I don't hold them. I rarely pet them, but I will feed them. I will not starve them, and I will break up fights, and I don't allow bullies. So, did the cats think I loved them? I gave them other love in the house. My children would hold them. The grandkids would talk and play with them. Me, not so much. And I was the one who makes sure the litter is clean. Everybody else don't want to deal with that. So, Rocky gets some tissue or whatever and wiped the cat's face. When you looked at her, she did look depressed, and I'm thinking because the cat is always bothering her. And then she wasn't eating, so I'm like, she's just fucking depressed. And we moved from a house where she grew up, and I don't know if the new house plus the bullying was just too much. Bottom line, Rocky paid $800 or something. Went to the cat emergency room. And they basically said, we gotta put her to sleep. Now, I don't know why. They ain't say her kidneys is failing. She got diabetes, heart. They ain't say, oh, we gotta put her to sleep. But she was not eating before we got there, so something was wrong with her. They put us in a room to say goodbye to her. I still didn't hold her. Rocky held her, and all I did was pet her and say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And the doctor said, y'all ready? The doctor said she's not gonna feel it. It's like she's just gonna go to sleep. I'm like, you sure? I don't need her to be in no pain. And they put her to sleep. And then she died. And then we cremated her. So now the bully is left. Black Panther. I'm like, you got your wish now? You done bullied her for so many years. Now you got everything to yourself, even her bowl. When your bowl is dirty, here's a clean one, and you can eat out of her bowl now. You satisfied? Here she go, meow, meow. I'm not paying you no mind. You's a fucking bully. You bullied her and depressed her till she died. Fuck you. Then, not the doctor that put us to sleep, another doctor came to the house. They said, we come to you. I'm like, good, I don't have a cat cage, I don't pick her up. Let the vet come to the house. The white man vet came to the house. And what did he see? Black power revolutionaries all on my wall. He saw Huey Newton with the rifle. He saw Malcolm X. He saw beautiful Haile Selassie I. Martin Luther King, Farrakhan, and Elijah Muhammad. Honorable Messiah Marcus Garvey. He saw all of them. He saw Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. He saw black power, fuck white supremacy all over my motherfucking house. Oh, your cat needs the rabies shot. I said, no, she don't. She don't go outside. You know what? When you know something, I don't give a fuck what the doctor say. You know what you know, and you stick to it. But you want to trust what they say. No, but the law says they should have the shot. Well, the law ain't bothered me all this time. And my cat is an indoor cat. So she's not subjected to rabies or nothing. But I let you give her that shot. And something else you was talking about, and something else you was talking about. And all I know is you deliberately killed my cat because of what the fuck you saw in my house. Now, if I was a vet and I did home visits and I come to your house to treat your pet and all I see is the KKK and the Nazis and Proud Boys and all this shit hanging up all over your house, white power skinheads, I really don't think I would have took it out on your cat. And all of those I mentioned are not the black revolutionary counterparts. No way in the world. My people are peace-loving people. Check your history. And check the history of the demonic. Demonic human species were never black. They was always white. Christopher Columbus went and did atrocious shit to the Indians. Better ask somebody. Talking about 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Y'all made us sing that song in motherfucking 4th grade. And then I don't even get to college. I buy a fucking encyclopedia and read the diaries of what he wrote to Isabella and saw that nigga's true motherfucking colors. So my cat gets all of those shots. I said, oh, I don't have enough money to do 2 of the cats, so let's just do 1 and then we do the other. Oh, we better do the nice, humble one first. Because the Black Panther is mean, she's vicious, she'll fuck you up. And so we did the humble, beautiful cat first. And not even a month or 2 or 3 months after those shots, her health deteriorated badly. And the cat was still bullying her while she was dying. And then we put her to sleep. And I felt guilty that I didn't know she was sick. And I got 17 minutes left on this video. So now, the black cat lives with me, not my kids and not my husband, just me in a much smaller apartment. And every chance I got, I reminded her, you's a fucking bully. I don't jump for you. I don't jump for you how fucking high, cause you meowing. You's a bully, you gonna wait, you's a bully. I was so mad after the other cat died that I blamed her for her being basically an alley cat. They both was adopted from the ASPCA. But one was probably born in ASPCA, and the other one they found in the street. She definitely street, and the other one definitely was not. ASPCA named one Francis and one Francine, and to this day I get them mixed up. People today say, what was the name of the cat that died? I'll be like, Francine, but it might have been Francis. What's the name of the black cat? Francis, when it might have been Francine. So that's crazy that both of these cats lived in your house 10 plus years and you don't know which one is Francis and which one is Francine. So do you really love cats? Or you just want them to keep the rats the fuck out your house? So the past 6 months, in my little 1-bedroom apartment in the Bronx, is small, and then when you add all of my furniture, everything is tight. You literally gotta walk around and walk over the cat so you don't step on her when you passing through the kitchen or different parts of the house. It's not like you be southbound and you be northbound. No, you got to walk over or tell her to move out the way. And for the past 6 months, I found myself yelling at the cat, especially during feeding time. Can you move? I'm trying to feed you, but you got to get out the way. Why every time I feed you, you're always in the way? How can I feed you if you don't move? Move. And she would just stand there, and I would stand there, and she would stand. I'm like, well, until you move, I can finish doing this. And she would not fucking move. One day I was gonna get the broom and just slam her with the broom, and something said, don't do that. And I promise y'all, I didn't do that. But she make me want to get the broom because it was like 6 months we're going through this. Get the fuck out the way. And then I would come home and piss and shit, be close to the litter box, but not in the litter box. I'm like, why you pissed on the floor? Why you took a turd of shit out the box and threw it in front of the box? Oh, you trying to give me extra work to do? I'm tired. You want to play these fucking little games? You already bullied the other cat. I would take the shit and put it in front of her food, where you got to go to your food before you can eat. Stop playing with me. I'm the boss in this house. Stop fucking playing with me. You thought you bullied the other cat. And then I let my friend come, the friend who's been giving me time, attention, and affection, and helping me to forget that my marriage is done. And while he was over, he was noticing some things about the cat. And he came to me, he said, did you ever think that maybe your cat is blind? I think your cat is blind. I said, blind? He said, I went to the bathroom or something, and the cat wouldn't get out my way. And she bumped into this, and she bumped into that, and she bumped into that. First of all, I was asleep, and so I was like, I'm tired. He's like, rest, do good, rest. And he noticed. And when he told me this, he was home, and we talking over the phone. And then I watched my cat. I watched, because remember, the house is very crowded, very boxed in, very tight. And it's no northbound, southbound. If me and her is in the area the same, I got to step over her or she got to move. So when he told me that, she was laying down and on the kitchen chair, one of the chairs. I said, while she sleep, let me make her food. I made her food. And when she woke up, I watched her. And just like the blind, she knew how many steps she had to go. And when her head tapped a certain piece of furniture, she tapped it lightly, and then she made a left. And then when she made a left, she made like a 45-degree other left, and a few feet hop, skip, and jump, and she knew where her food was. And don't nobody walk like that if you're not blind, because if you, with 10 minutes left, if you was not blind, she just would have went diagonally to the left, straight to her food. She didn't do that. She went straight, tapped that furniture, then made the left, then went diagonal. And that explains why there was urine and feces not in the litter box on the floor, because she missed it. That explains when I used to see her trying to jump on the kitchen chair to sit down, she would jump on the chair and then miss it and fall. And I'm like, Dad, she getting so old, her legs is brittle. She is getting old, but that's not why she fell off the chair. She couldn't see the shit. And for 6 fucking months, I yelled at her. I wouldn't have yelled at her if I would have known she was blind. The cricket was in the house one day, chirping away. And I remember coming in the house, and the cricket, I was mad. I'm like, you ain't kill the cricket? You just let her make all this noise in the house. You ain't kill the cricket? She can't see the fucking bug. I am so hurt because I yelled. I even hit her when she was in my bed. For 6 months plus, my cat has been trying to tell me that she can't see. And if my friend never would have told me, I would have still been in the house yelling at her. So what is this, cat number 7? Either I'm not saving you from kidnappings, I'm not saving you from getting mauled by dogs, I'm not saving you from getting hit by cars. And I'm yelling and screaming at you for going blind. I am a fucked up person when it comes to cat care. And still, my cats have been humble and so nice to me. Because I owe the IRS thousands. Because I owe the state thousands. Because I increased my W-4 so they can withhold more monies from my check to correct what I owe the next time I file my Fed and state taxes. I'm not gonna get a refund next time. I'll get even out. They snatch it, they give it to the IRS and the state. Hopefully it pays everything. I got 3 jobs and still ain't got no fucking money. I'm socking away like $300 a month in the 401ks. Paying back some 401k loans. I said keep a loan because the government said that your husband, your spouse, not your children, your spouse gets your 401k if you die, unless he waives it. And I asked the motherfucker to waive it, and he don't want to waive it. So I'm socking all this money in a 401k, and I die today or tomorrow, that nigga gonna get my shit. All of those reasons, plus rent, plus my gambling. I don't have no money to get this cat to the vet to find out what the hell is wrong with her. Because is it cataracts and she could get it removed and see again? Or is she just blind and that's it? And if she's blind, oh, we got to put her to sleep. We ain't got to put her to sleep because she's blind. If her only illness is she lost her sight, she knows how to get to her food. She knows how to get to the litter box 80% of the time. She jumps up in the chair 90% of the time without falling. She gets to the bed. I live alone, and she has peace, quiet, and comfort in her blindness. And I just cried, and I pet her, and that fucked me up. AWOL, no call, no show. For 2 days at one job, called out late at the other job. They said, if you're not coming in, call before 7. I'm not coming in, and I called after 9 at the other job. And I was okay at the other one, because that one is weekends only. But I said, if I lose my job, now you're playing with your job. But God is good. I told the boss what happened. And the boss said, I understand, I'm a cat lover too. Told me a story about his cats, how he felt guilty about something with his cats. So he said, just come to work Monday. I said, okay, I'll be there Monday. And I hope my cat forgives me now that I know I'm never gonna argue with her again. I started petting her more. I might pet her 3 times a month. I'm gonna try every day now. If I think it's a germophobic type of issue, just pet her and wash your hands when you finish. But I can't yell at her anymore. She was a bully though. She was a bully, and I got 1 minute left. And I have to be a caretaker of a blind cat for the rest of her days. And contrary to popular opinion, contrary to popular belief, I do love and care for all of the cats that I had, and I hope they can forgive me. And I got maybe 40 seconds left, and this movie will finish. So I'm glad I made this cat video. God forgive me, and my cat, please forgive me, and all of the cats I had, please forgive me. God is